Hey everybody, it's Debbie O'Neill of Cricut Designs, and I'm back to show you the new iPhone app that is coming out from Cricut for Cricut Design Space. And you'll see that I am using an iPhone, and this is an iPhone 6 Plus, so that's why it looks huge compared to my hand. It is big. If any of you are old-time Cricut users, we used to have that Gypsy that was like a little pocket design computer that we could take with us to design with our Cricut machines, and now we're going to be able to have that functionality plus our phone and everything else that comes with the phone. The iPad app and the iPhone app will be the same, have all the same functionality. So if you're using the iPad app now, you will see the same functionality in the iPhone app, okay? If you are just going to have the iPhone app, then I want to do just a quick overview of. So, as you can see, it looks just like any other app that I have on my phone. So, once you've downloaded the app, you'll go into Design, you'll go and open the app just like you would any other app. It's going to open up for you. Up in this top left corner up here, there's this little icon here, and that is where you're going to log in, and you use your Cricut.com account. You'll log in. You'll also use there's a machine setup here that gives you can do an overview of the app, and it gives you some basic information and shows you a few of the screens and how it all works. It actually gives you the gesture summary, which lets you know, what fingers do you use and how do you get to zoom and how do you get it to select all and all that good stuff. And then it gives you what the map preview screen is going to look like. So it gives you an overview. So you want to look at this when you get in. It also explains to you how are you going to sync this up, your iPhone, with your Bluetooth enabled Cricut Explore machine. So you'll be able to cut. You'll not only be able to design, but you'll be able to send your cuts using the Bluetooth technology to your Cricut Explore machine if you have that functionality. If you don't have that functionality with your Cricut Explore machine, now would be a great time to consider getting the Cricut wireless adapter for, for the older Cricut Explore machine, the original one, which is the one with the green trim like the one I have here. You can buy the wireless adapter. Also for the Cricut Explore 1, you can buy the wireless adapter so that it makes both of those machines wireless and Bluetooth enabled, okay? So you could use it with your iPhone. If you have an Explore Air, you don't need that. You don't need the extra wireless adapter. You'll be able to just do the connection because that already has the Bluetooth built in. So there is a screen on here. There's also a process that walks you through doing it, but it lets you know how do you sync up your phone, your iPhone, with your Cricut. Okay, so it knows which one you're using. And it's really easy. You just go into settings, and like I said, this is not a tutorial to show you how to do that. I will have another one on that. But it has directions that shows you how to do all that, and it's super easy. So anyway, so it does have this where it gives you an overview. Okay, I'm going to turn that off. I'm going to tell it okay. Okay, now you'll notice that we have a screen like we normally have anytime we log into Cricut Design Space, the desktop version, right? So it's always the Make It Now projects are on the front, and to scroll through those, you'll just use your finger and push it up, and it'll go through all the Make It Now projects, okay? So you can also go up here to these little dashes that are right here, okay? And when you click on that, it opens up and it shows you all the categories for the Make It Now projects, okay? So that's what those little dashes are for. And it also, down here, I wanted to point out, you can access any of the free ones. So there's one that's free images for Cricut Explore 1. There's some that are for Cricut Explore. There's some for Cricut Explore Air. There's just some general free ones in here, so don't forget to look for free ones. And then these are all the other Make It Now projects that are in there. Also, you get access to your My Projects, okay? So I'm going to click on My Projects, and My Projects now has, it'll pull all these up, and right now, since this is the beta, remember this is the beta preview, so the app may work slightly different once it rolls out, and it's not all the functionality is available for me to show you right this minute. But two of my projects that I've loaded in here, you can see that they're there, and there's these were Cricut images that I used, and you'll notice that if I click on one of these, it is going to take me into my project. It looks like a Make It Now project, okay? So it says Make It Now, and this is my project. This is not a Cricut Make It Now project, but that's what it does. If it's my project and I already have it uploaded into Design Space, maybe I did this on my PC version, it's going to come up and it's going to look like a Make It Now project, but it's your project, okay? And then I would say Make It Now, and it'll take a second, and it's going to take me to the mat, and I can go through the mats here by clicking on this little arrow, and this one's simple, it just has the two images here. I can click go. It's going to come up and it's going to ask me what accessory that I want to use. Hang on one second. I took that adapter out of the Cricut Explorer, and it needed to be reset. So all I had to do was turn my Explorer on and off. That's what that noise was. So I've already linked this up with the Bluetooth, so my iPhone knows to talk to my Explorer, and it says select an accessory. So this is my Cricut Explorer, my green one here, so I'm going to click on that one. It'll go through that process, okay, and then the Cricut Explorer will actually, the light will start flashing for me to load my mat, so I'll do that. Also down here, let me hold that up so you guys can see it. So also down here, I have this dial, the Smart Set dial on my Explorer machine set to cardstock, so it's showing me that it's on cardstock. But if I want to do it to custom settings, I just have to click on this where it says current setting, I need to change the dial to custom settings, sorry, and then it'll show me the custom settings. So it says choose custom material, and I'm going to click on that, and it'll pull up here and show you, and you'll just scroll through the list of the custom settings, okay? So you're still going to have access to all your custom settings using this. It's just like on the iPad app, same functionality. And let's say that I was going to cut this out of duct tape, okay? So I could click duct tape and do this, just click off of it, and now it shows that it's going to cut duct tape, okay? So, and then it is now flashing for me to load my mat on my Cricut Explorer, and I would click that button, and then it would go in, and then it'll come up and tell me to hit go, and so forth, and it'll cut my project, okay? So that's super easy. I'm going to go back over to projects, and we're going to go into, I want to show you one of the Make It Now projects. Okay, so here's our Make It Now screen. I clicked on Home Decor as a category, so now I have Make It Now projects in here, and I could, let's see, we'll do the Bon Appetit, okay, and let me see if I can show you guys that a little bit. Sorry, it's really hard to get the camera to focus when I do that, but I want you guys to be able to see it. So here's the Make It Now project. It does the same thing like it does on the desktop version, where it shows you the name of the project, moderate, you know, what kind of, if it's easy or hard or whatever. It also gives you the amount of time, it gives you the price, and then you just scroll through this. So this is the upcycling serving tray. All right, so it just shows you that. You'll just scroll through it, and it's got the list of the materials. It has project resources. It has you know, whatever you need to do, and then you would hit the Make It Now, and it'll go through that process that I just showed you if I use one of my own projects. Okay, you can also click the Customize button here, and you would be able to customize this. So I'm going to get out of this. So that's the Make It Now projects. Now let's say I am ready to make my own project. If you'll notice up here, let me get it to autofocus again. There we go. Okay, so if you notice up here, these little 3 boxes here, when you click on that, it opens up categories, I guess. And in here you have projects, which is what we're talking about here, is just anytime I want to do Make It Now projects, or I want to do any of my saved Design Space projects, I would click projects. If I want to design a new project, I'm going to click design, and then that's going to bring me into my my Design Space screen. Okay, and here you have all of your functionality is here on the bottom, and all you have to do is scroll through. Okay, I'm just moving my finger back and forth, and that's going to scroll through, and those are the image, text, action, edit, sync, layers, undo. I mean, you have all of it there. Everything's there that you would need. Let's go in and add a project. So I'm going to click, and this will take a second. Okay, so now I did insert image, and now now you see the screen that has, you know, just like in Design Space, where you start seeing all the individual images. Okay, I can also go up here and I can pick it by category. I can pick by category, and I can pick by cartridges, and I can also use the search box here and be able to go in and search for a particular item. So let's go into cartridges, and then there you start seeing the list of cartridges, and you just scroll through them. Okay, so if maybe I wasn't looking for a particular image, but I was just kind of maybe looking for a certain style of cartridge or something, that's a really cool way to just kind of flip through cartridges and see what you know, what images are there, and maybe find something new you haven't used in a while. And then of course I can always search for the cartridge by name. Okay, so I'm going to type in I typed in SOP, and as soon as I started typing in a few letters, it starts already pulling up cartridges that start with that. And I was typing in Sophie because I wanted to use, or Soph, because I wanted to use the sophisticated cartridge that was from Teresa Collins. And it'll take a second to pull up all those images. Okay, so now all the images are up here. All I would need to do is select the one that I want, do insert, pull it up on my screen. You can drag it, okay, and make it bigger, smaller, just like you can in Design Space using your mouse. But of course on your iPhone you can move it around with your finger. And that's the same way you use it in the iPad. There are still the 4 grab bars here. This one lets you rotate it. Okay. This one lets you make it larger or smaller by dragging. This one unlocks that, so I could stretch this image if I wanted to. Okay. Down here in my systems tray, I can go in and I want to get it back to the original. I can click undo, and it's going to take it back. Okay. So you still have all of that functionality down here. Now, so we have this. Now I can go into edit, and I can now actually see the edit screen. So if I wanted to, you know, put certain dimension in here, I know that I wanted this to really be 4.5. Okay, it's going to change that for me. It's unlocked right now. I can lock that image back and change it to 5, and it'll change it proportionately. Anyway, so, and I can flip the image. Okay, so I can flip it horizontally or vertically or whatever you need to do. So all of your functionalities down here. So there's edit. I can also go into sync and be able to sync up the colors, and all I would have to do if I wanted everything to be the same, I would just drag it and put it up with that. So now everything's black, just because of the way this is for this particular image. But and then I just tap that again, it makes it go away. I can go back over here to my undo and get that back, which I definitely wanted to do because I had made my clock backwards. Let's go in and find another image, because there's a couple of really cool things that I wanted to show you guys. Okay, so I'm going to go back over here, I'm going to slide this over, and I'm going to do insert image, and I'm going to get out of this. I'm going to find something a little more fun for us to use. Okay, I'm going to scroll down until I see something that I think will be a cool image. And there again, you know, it's an app, so it's still loading everything here for me. Okay, so I'm going to scroll through the images, and I am looking for something to put on a project. I love this little elephant, okay, and I like the grass that's beside him. So I'm going to do insert image, and I have the elephant here, and I can make him a little bit bigger so you guys can see him. Okay, and let's say that I want to add some grass on here with him. Okay, so now we have the elephant. I can go down here to my screen here and go into edit, and I can scroll this over, and I can change it so that he's pointing the other direction. Okay, so now I can move him the other direction, and of course I would need to move my grass over if I needed to do that. Alright, so you have all that functionality there. Now this is the cool part that I wanted to show you. Okay, I am going to take a project, and this, let's say I wanted to add something to the front of this notebook, and I thought maybe I might want to use this image, but I'm not sure how that's going to look. So what I can do is on the screen here, let me hold it up so it'll vote. On the screen here is this little camera icon, and I am going to click on the camera icon, and look what happens. It turns the phone on for your iPhone. I mean, turns the camera on for your iPhone, and lets you hold it up to your project to see if it's something that you would want to use on your project. Is that not the slickest thing ever? Okay, and I'm still able to play with this and drag this image and make it bigger or smaller or whatever. You can even go into the layers panel and change the colors if you want, until you get it the way that you would want to use it. But think about this for you're designing a pillow, your any notebook, just anything you're thinking of, and you're not sure how it's going to look on that particular project. Isn't this the greatest thing? Now there's more functionality coming using this. Now I cannot, at this moment, I cannot hit this and make this take a picture. Okay, I can't take a picture with this. However, obviously I could take a screenshot. So on my iPhone 6 Plus, I would just click the side of my phone and then click it here, and now it's taken a photo of this image, and I'll show you guys that later. So if I wanted to use it maybe as a reference point for myself, I would be able to do that. Maybe you're wanting to know if your image is going to look right on the right color of scrapbook paper, you know, or pattern paper or something. This is just the slickest thing I have seen. I'm so excited about it. Eventually there will be some more features that will be added using that icon button, and I cannot wait to see those. But when the new iPhone app comes out, you will be able to have this functionality straight out of the box, okay, or out of the App Store, I guess I should say. So anyway, so this is the iPhone app that will be coming out from Cricut for Cricut Design Space. Let's see, it will have all the same functionality of the iPad app. So let me see, what questions are you normally ask me? No, it will not. No, it will not let you upload SVGs, just like the iPad app. If you want to upload SVGs or your own images like JPEGs or whatever, you still need to do that in your desktop version of Design Space, whether you have a PC or a Mac, okay? So you won't be able to do that. Now, if I want to just get rid of that it's using the camera view, okay, I just click on the camera view and it goes away, and now I'm back to my Design Space mat, okay? And I can save this for later, and I can do, you know, whatever I want to with it. But this is just a quick video to show you guys what all this will be capable of doing and whet your appetite. Like I mentioned before, it's good for the iPhone 4, the 4S, the 5, the 5S, the 5C, the iPhone 6, and the new iPhone 6 Plus, which is what you see here. It's compatible with any operating systems that are 7.1 and above, okay? So if you have an iPhone 4, which is what I had before, last Friday, it was time for me to upgrade my phone. And when I did that, you know, my iPhone 4, I always made sure I kept the latest operating system on it. So if you're using an older iPhone and you notice that the operating system is not at least a 7.1 operating system, you need to go ahead and upgrade your operating system. Make sure you're a member of our Let's Learn Cricut Explore Facebook group, or you follow me at scrapmequickdesigns.com on my blog.